Have you ever looked at your phone and realized you just spent 3 hours doing absolutely nothing? You opened Instagram for 5 minutes. You watched one YouTube video that became 14. You checked your messages, saw nothing important, and checked again anyway. You told yourself you'd start working on your goals after this episode. And then another. And then it was midnight. And another day of your life had evaporated into nothing. You know, time is valuable. Everyone tells you. Time is money. Time is your most precious resource. You've heard it 1,000 times. You nodded. You agreed. And then you wasted Tuesday anyway. But what if I told you that one man's story would permanently change how you see every single hour of your life? What if this story made you feel, not just understand, that time is the only thing you can never get back? Stay until the end. This might be the most important 10 minutes you spend today. In a mid-sized city where life moved at an ordinary pace, there lived a three-year-old man named Adam. Adam was what people called comfortable. He had a stable job as an account manager at a logistics company. He earned $3,200 a month, enough to pay rent, buy food, go out on weekends, and save almost nothing. He drove a 2014 Honda that needed new tires. He lived in a 2-bedroom apartment he shared with a roommate because alone he couldn't afford it. From the outside, Adam looked fine. He was funny, smart, and well-liked at work. His colleagues respected him. His friends enjoyed his company. But inside, Adam carried a quiet, persistent feeling he couldn't name. It wasn't depression. It wasn't failure. It was something worse. It was the feeling of standing still while the world moved around him. Adam was 33 years old and had nothing to show for it. No savings, no business, no skill he'd mastered, no project he'd completed, no dream he'd pursued. He had wanted to start a photography business since he was 26. He had a decent camera collecting dust on his shelf. He had taken it out exactly 4 times in 7 years. Every evening after work, Adam came home at 6:30 p.m., changed into sweatpants, ordered food, and settled onto his couch. He told himself he deserved rest. He'd worked all day. He'd earned this. And so the evening disappeared. YouTube, sports scores, social media, texting friends jokes that made everyone laugh for 3 seconds and meant nothing. By 1 a.m., he was finally tired enough to sleep. By 8:15 a.m., his alarm was screaming. By 8:45, he was rushing out the door, coffee in hand, already behind. The weekends were worse. Saturday slept until noon. Saturday afternoon was recovery time. Saturday night was socializing, which became Sunday morning recovery, which became Sunday afternoon dread about Monday. And just like that, another week began, with nothing built, nothing grown, nothing changed. Adam told himself the same story every Sunday night. Asterisk, next week will be different. I just need to get organized. I just need the right moment. I just need motivation. Asterisk. Next week came. Nothing changed. He had a friend named Marcus, 2 years older, who had started a freelance video production company 3 years ago. Marcus was now making $9,000 a month, working for himself, choosing his clients, traveling when he wanted. Adam would look at Marcus and think, asterisk, we started at the same place, same city, same background, same age basically. How is his life so different from mine? Asterisk. He asked Marcus once, half joking, over drinks. Marcus, what's your secret? How did you actually do it? Marcus was quiet for a moment. Then he said something Adam didn't understand at the time. Asterisk. I stopped lying to myself about time. Adam, that's the whole secret. Asterisk. Adam laughed it off. He ordered another drink. He went home at midnight. He watched TV until 2 a.m. He slept until 10. He thought about what Marcus said for exactly 4 minutes and then forgot it for 8 months. The wake-up call came on an ordinary Wednesday in March. Adam's father called him at 7 p.m. His voice was different, quieter, slower. Asterisk. Adam, your Uncle Raymond passed away this morning. Asterisk. Adam sat down. Uncle Raymond was 67. He had retired 3 years ago. For 40 years, Raymond had worked at a manufacturing plant. Same job, same shift, same parking spot. He had always talked about what he would do in retirement. Travel Italy, learn woodworking, finally write the novel he'd been planning in his head since 1987. He retired at 64. He had a mild stroke at 65. He spent 2 years in partial recovery. He died at 67 without going to Italy, without touching a piece of wood, without writing a single chapter. 3 years. He got 3 years, and most of them were spent recovering, not living. Adam went to the funeral. He stood at the grave of a man who had spent 40 years saying times someday times and ran out of some days at 67. He looked around at the people there. His father, 61, still working, still saying he'd slow down soon. His aunt crying, whispering that Raymond always meant to do more. His cousins, all in their 30s and 40s, all looking at the ground with the particular guilt of people who recognized themselves in the man being buried. Adam drove home alone in silence. He sat in his parked car outside his apartment building for 22 minutes. He didn't go inside. He just sat there, thinking about a number. The number was asterisk 122,640 asterisk. That was the number of hours in the average human life of 70 years. He'd looked it up once, in a rare moment of late-night philosophical searching. He remembered it now with terrifying clarity. He took out his phone and opened the calculator. He was 33. He had already spent approximately asterisk 289,080 hours asterisk being alive. No, wait, he recalculated. Asterisk 33 years times 365 days times 24 hours equals 289,080 hours already used. Asterisk. He sat with that number. Then he calculated something worse. How many of those hours had he truly used? Working, yes. Sleeping, necessary. But the rest, the evenings, the weekends, the slow mornings, the hours that simply dissolved, how many of those had built something? How many had moved him forward? How many could he point to and say, asterisk, that hour mattered asterisk? He couldn't count them, because there were almost none. He whispered to himself in the dark car. Asterisk, I have been rich in hours and spent them all on nothing. Asterisk. He went upstairs. He did not turn on the TV. He did not open social media. He sat at his desk, opened a notebook, and wrote at the top of the page, asterisk. What am I doing with my time? Asterisk. He stared at the blank page beneath that question for a long time. The next morning, Adam woke up at 5:30 a.m., not because of an alarm. He simply couldn't sleep. He made coffee, sat at his desk, and opened his laptop. He started researching everything he could find about how people rebuild their relationship with time. He read about time blocking, about deep work, about eliminating time leaks. He read for 2 hours straight without checking his phone once. And then, he did something he hadn't done in 7 years. He took his camera off the shelf, cleaned the lens, charged the battery, and walked outside into the early morning light. The city at 6:30 a.m. was something he had never seen. The streets were quiet. The light was different, soft, golden, long shadows stretching across empty sidewalks. A street vendor arranging fruit, an old man feeding pigeons by the fountain, a young mother pushing a stroller, looking tired but peaceful. Adam photographed for 90 minutes, and when he came home and uploaded the images to his laptop, he felt something he hadn't felt in so long. He'd almost forgotten the sensation. He felt alive. That day at work, during his lunch break, he found a time audit template online. He printed it and began tracking every hour of his day for 1 week. Not his work hours, those were accounted for. The other hours, the 16 waking hours that were supposedly his. The results after 7 days were devastating. He had spent asterisk 31 hours, asterisk watching videos and scrolling social media. 31 hours. That was almost 4 full workdays consumed by content that taught him nothing, built nothing, and left him feeling vaguely empty every single time. He had spent asterisk 6 hours, asterisk in genuine conversation with people he cared about. He had spent asterisk 2 hours, asterisk on photography, the thing he had claimed was his passion for 7 years. He had spent asterisk 0 hours, asterisk on learning any skill, building any project, or working toward any goal. He looked at those numbers the way you look at a medical report that confirms what you feared. He called Marcus. Marcus, I want to understand what you meant about lying to myself about time. Marcus met him for coffee the next morning at 7 a.m. He arrived with a notebook, which Adam found oddly formal for breakfast. Marcus set it down, opened it, and drew a simple grid. Asterisk Adam, everyone has 168 hours per week. Let's be honest about where yours go. Asterisk, he wrote the numbers clearly. 56 hours sleeping, 40 hours working, 10 hours commuting, eating, hygiene. That leaves 62 hours. 62 hours per week that are entirely yours. Adam stared at the number. 62 hours. Asterisk. Now tell me what you did with your 62 hours last week. Asterisk. Adam told him what the audit showed. Marcus nodded slowly, not with judgment, but with recognition. Asterisk. I did the exact same thing for years. Here's what I finally understood. Most people think they don't have time, but they have more free time than any generation in human history. The problem isn't time. The problem is that we treat free time like it has no value because we didn't pay for it directly. So we spend it like it's free. It isn't. Every hour costs you something you're just paying with your future instead of your wallet. Asterisk. He drew 2 columns in the notebook. Asterisk. The person you are now and the person you could be in 3 years if you use just 15 of those 62 free hours per week on something that compounds. Asterisk. 15 hours per week. That was 780 hours per year. That was the equivalent of nearly ** 20 full work weeks. ** almost 5 extra months of full-time effort every single year on your own goals. In 3 years. ** 2,000. 340 hours * poured into one skill, one project, one dream. Asterisk. Do you know what 2,340 hours of focused photography practice produces? Asterisk. Marcus asked. Adam shook his head. Asterisk. A professional. That's what it produces. Not a hobbyist. Not someone who's pretty good. A professional with a portfolio, a client base, and a reputation. Asterisk. Marcus closed the notebook and leaned back. Asterisk. I'm not telling you anything about morning routines or magic habits. I'm telling you one thing. Decide that your free hours have a price. Because they do. The price is paid by your future self, one wasted evening at a time. Asterisk. He pulled out his business card and wrote a number on the back. Asterisk. 2,340. Asterisk. That's what 3 years of 15 intentional hours per week gives you. Keep that number somewhere. You'll see it every day. Ask yourself every evening, did I invest today or did I spend it? Asterisk. Adam went home and moved his camera from the shelf to his desk. He uninstalled 3 apps from his phone. He set a rule. No screens after 10 p.m. He identified 15 hours per week that he would protect with the same seriousness he protected his work meetings. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings. 2 hours of photography, practice, and study. Saturday morning. 3 hours of shooting in the city. Sunday afternoon. 2 hours reviewing, editing, and building his portfolio. 1 hour per day, every day, reading about visual storytelling, business, and craft. The first 2 weeks were uncomfortable. The absence of mindless content felt like withdrawal. His hands reached for his phone constantly. He sometimes sat at his desk and stared at his camera for 10 minutes before he could begin. But he began. By week 4, he had completed his first paid job, photographing headshots for a colleague who needed updated LinkedIn photos. He charged $80. It wasn't much, but it was real. By month 3, he had a portfolio of 47 serious photographs. He had studied lighting, composition, and editing with the same focus he'd once given to nothing. He landed his first small commercial client, a local restaurant that needed menu photography. He charged $400 for the session. By month 6, word had spread through professional networks. He was shooting corporate events on weekends, earning $600 to $1,200 per event. By the end of 1 year, Adam's photography income had reached $2,800 per month, alongside his regular job. He had photographed 23 clients. His work was published in a local lifestyle magazine. He had been offered a part-time contract with a marketing agency that needed consistent visual content. He had done all of this with * 15 hours per week, * that had previously been given to YouTube algorithms and Instagram feeds. On the anniversary of his Uncle Raymond's funeral, Adam visited the grave alone. He stood there for a long time. He wasn't sad exactly. He was grateful in a way that felt serious and heavy. He took out his phone not to scroll, but to look at a photo he'd saved. It was the number 2,340, written in Marcus's handwriting on the back of a business card. He had used 780 of those hours in the first year. He had 1,560 to go before he hit that original milestone. And then he would set a new one. He placed a hand briefly on the headstone. * I'm not wasting it, Uncle Ray. I'm not wasting it. Asterisk. His father called that evening. Asterisk, Adam. I heard you're doing incredible things with your photography. I saw the magazine piece. I'm proud of you, son. How did you do it? Asterisk. Adam thought about the answer for a moment. Asterisk. I stopped pretending that wasted time was free, Dad. That's all. I just stopped pretending. Asterisk. My friend, Adam's story is not about photography. It's not about waking up early or following a 5-step system. It's about one simple, brutal truth. Asterisk, asterisk. Time is the only currency you cannot earn back. Asterisk, asterisk. Every dollar you lose, you can replace. Every opportunity that passes, another may come. But every hour that disappears into distraction, convenience, and comfortable numbness, that hour is gone. Permanently. With compounding consequences, the average person spends asterisk asterisk over 6 hours per day, asterisk asterisk on screens outside of work. That is, asterisk asterisk, 42 hours per week, asterisk asterisk, asterisk asterisk, 2,184 hours per year, asterisk asterisk, asterisk asterisk, over 90 full days, asterisk asterisk, every single year spent consuming content designed to keep you consuming content. What could you build with even a fraction of that time? Here's your challenge. Not 90 days, not a complicated system, just this. Asterisk asterisk. Step 1. Asterisk asterisk. Do a time audit for exactly 7 days. Write down how you actually spend every waking hour. Not how you think you spend it, how you actually spend it. The honesty will change you. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 2. Asterisk, asterisk. Identify 10 to 15 hours per week that currently go to passive consumption. Claim them. Schedule them like appointments you cannot cancel. Assign each one to something that builds your future. Asterisk, asterisk. Step 3. Asterisk, asterisk. Write the number. Asterisk, asterisk. 2,340 asterisk asterisk somewhere you see it daily. That's what 3 years of 15 intentional hours per week creates. Ask yourself every single evening. Asterisk. Did I invest today or did I spend it? Asterisk. You are not short on time. You are short on honesty about how you use it. Raymond had more time than he needed. He spent it waiting for permission to live. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for the right moment. The right moment has been arriving every morning, and you've been sleeping through it. If this story landed for you, if you felt something shift, hit that like button right now as your commitment. Drop a comment with the words, asterisk, asterisk. I'm investing, not spending. Asterisk, asterisk. Let me know what you're going to build with your reclaimed hours. Share this with someone in your life who is brilliant, talented, and wasting their time. Not to shame them, because you care about them, and this might be the story that wakes them up. Subscribe to this channel, because every week I bring you the stories and the systems of people who stopped drifting and started building. Remember Adam's words. Asterisk. I stopped pretending that wasted time was free. That's all. Asterisk. The clock is running right now. It ran while you watched this video. It will run while you decide what to do next. The only question is what you'll do with the next hour. That choice is yours. Make it count.